However, after these reviews, the police have now decided to drop their investigation. The Metropolitan Police said they would still be liaising with other law enforcement agencies that are still investigating Jeffrey Epstein. However, the Met has not given any details of who these agencies are. In a statement, Scotland Yard said, "The Metropolitan Police Service continues to liaise with other law enforcement agencies who lead the investigation into matters related to Jeffrey Epstein." As a matter of procedure, MP's officers reviewed a document released in August 2021 as part of a US civil action. This review has concluded, and we are taking no further action. We also reviewed information passed to us by a media organization in June 2021. This review is complete and no further action will be taken. Now, Prince Andrew's team is reportedly not surprised the investigation has been dropped. A source close to the Duke told the MailOnline, "It comes as no surprise that the Met Police have confirmed that, having reviewed the sex assault claims against the Duke for a third time, they are taking no further action." Despite pressure from the media and claims of new evidence, the Met have concluded that the claims are not sufficient to warrant any further investigation. The Duke has always vigorously maintained his innocence and continues to do so. Ms Giuffre is currently launching a US civil case against Prince Andrew. She has accused him of sexually abusing her 2 decades ago. However, the Duke of York has always denied these allegations. Ms Giuffre has also accused convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein of abuse. She signed a confidential settlement deal with the deceased financier in 2009 as part of a Florida state case. Epstein's estate agreed to let Prince Andrew's legal team review the legal document, and at a hearing in Manhattan, District Judge Loretta Preska granted this approval. One of Prince Andrew's lawyers, Andrew Brettler, spoke to the judge that is overseeing Ms Giuffre's lawsuit, that he believed the agreement absolves our client from any and all liability. During a pre-trial hearing of the case last month, he said, "There has been a settlement agreement that the plaintiff has entered into in a prior action that releases the Duke and others from any and all potential liability." Andrew previously issued a statement saying he continues to unequivocally regret my ill-judged association with Jeffrey Epstein. Harry has remained silent after a filmed version of the Broadway musical, Diana. The musical landed on the streaming platform Netflix last week. The Daily Mail TMS diary editor Richard Eden told Palace Confidential that Harry is a bit embarrassed after he signed a megawatt deal with the company. He also suggested that the bosses of Netflix are horrified by claims that the Duke only took the deal because he was desperate for money. The Diana musical, which tells the story of Harry's late mother TM's dazzling and devastating life, arrived on Netflix, the same company who signed up the Sussexes to a $100 million deal. Mr. Eden explained, "I think there is a fat chance of Harry and Meghan giving up their very lucrative Netflix deal. It was a Faustian pact. It was kind of excruciating because you're wondering why he is doing that. It felt like he was justifying it to himself maybe. Because it TMS the difference between fiction, take it how you will, and being reported on as fact because you TM supposedly news. I have a real issue with that." Mr. Eden continued, "The thing is, he TMS got no control, he TMS just signed a deal with a huge streaming giant and they can do what they like. And there TMLLB more examples of this, I'm sure, where there TMLLB programs that he wouldn't TMT approve of and they don't need to get his approval. So it puts him in an awkward position, and I think he is a bit embarrassed about that. Because you want to sign people who are really keen to make programs, and not doing it for just a quick bit of cash." Mail on Sunday TMS assistant editor Keg Mancy echoed this, saying the couple are in a bit of a bind because of their deal. She added that The Crown is much more damaging than the Diana musical. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams insisted the British public were not missing anything by the musical not coming to the West End. He added it was another attempt to cash in on Princess Diana's memory. Harry and William have endured tension over the last couple of years, after the Sussexes decided to leave royal duties behind at the beginning of last year. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex said they wanted to pursue a more independent life, and since then they have tried to do exactly that, starting projects with Netflix and moving to California. But Harry and Meghan have also criticized aspects of royal life while William remains a central figure in the royal family. In his book Battle of Brothers Trademark, author Robert Lacey explores the difficult relationship between Harry and William. The incident reportedly occurred at the 2020 Commonwealth Day service, which marked Harry and Meghan's final engagement as working members of the royal family. Mr. Lacey claims the initial plan for the event was to have the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge walk inside the church alongside the Queen, Prince Charles, and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, while Harry and Meghan took their seats ahead of them. At the time, the Daily Mail reported Harry was quite sensitive and emotional about it. Discussing the event in his book, Mr. Lacey wrote, "The only problem was that 2,000 orders of service had already been distributed round the Abbey," explaining that William and Kate would enter and process with the main royal party, and making no mention at all of Harry and Meghan. So there was the snub in black and white set out for all to see. Observers also noted that Harry's face was quite tense and unsmiling, and that when William sat down close to him, he barely greeted his brother. Throughout the service, Meghan megawatted away with her best TV smile, but, as the ceremony progressed, Harry appeared to grow gloomier. According to one observer, his accelerated blinking even suggested he might have been fighting back tears. Harry and William's relationship has been the subject of speculation over the last 2 years. The brothers put on a united front in July as they unveiled a statue of their mother, Princess Diana, in the garden of Kensington Palace. The brothers said, "We remember her love, strength and character. Qualities that made her a force for good around the world, changing countless lives for the better." They said they hoped the statue would be seen forever as a symbol of her life and her legacy, and thanked all those around the world who keep our mother's memory alive. However, a royal expert claimed last month that William's birthday message to his brother showed their relationship is still icy. Royal author Duncan Larkham told The Sun that the Duke of Cambridge did the bare minimum to mark his younger brother's special day, after he simply tweeted "Happy Birthday Prince Harry." The expert added, "William and Kate TMS curt birthday message to Harry only serves as proof the ice between the brothers has still not thawed." Short of ignoring the Duke of Sussex TMS 37th landmark completely, their social media post was the bare minimum from a couple who once welcomed Harry as their official royal gooseberry. If anything, this year TMS birthday wishes from the Cambridges are an indication of just how far relations between the two warring clans have deteriorated over the past 12 months. The simple tweet has been compared to previous birthday messages sent to Harry from the Cambridges. In 2020, they picked a picture of William, Kate and Harry racing one another during a joint engagement prior to his wedding to Meghan. In 2019, they used a snap of the two brothers in uniform, chatting in St. George Chapel in Windsor ahead of Harry's 2018 wedding to Meghan. But this year, they went for a solo picture of Harry smiling, which was surprising to Mr. Larkham. Battle of Brothers Trademark by Robert Lacey was published by William Collins in October 2020. You can buy it here.